Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. If you are new here, my name is Nishitha. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up if you like it. In today's video, we are going to test out a brand new foundation from Tarte. It's called Found Sealer, like a Found Sealer foundation and concealer merged together. You'll see what they did there. So it's a multitasking foundation with SPF 20. So I'm going to do a review and wear test of this foundation, Found Sealer today. So I'm going to use this underneath my eyes as well and see how it functions as a concealer. And I got this shade medium tan sand, which is 38S. So I'm going to swatch this product. So this is the shade medium tan sand. I'm going to swatch this foundation on my face alongside with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation and also Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade Golden. So you guys can see, how it compares to rest of my shade matches. So this is the Tarte one. This is the Maybelline foundation. This might be a bit light. No. So this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y425, which is like a really good match for me. And also the Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade Golden, which is also a really good match for me. And this is the Tarte shade that I got. The undertone seems definitely off. We're going to see how it looks once I blend it out. So they claim that this is an everyday foundation for achieving an ultra comfortable, natural radiant finish and custom coverage. You're supposed to get a medium coverage with this. The finish is radiant and it's supposed to be for all skin types. You do get SPF 20 in it, and looks like if you look at the ingredient list, it is physical sunscreen. It is a mineral sunscreen because you have zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Those are the two ingredients to look for when you're trying to figure out if a sunscreen is physical or chemical. So it has babassu extract, which is going to nourish, moisturize and soothe the skin. Also sunflower seed, which is rich in vitamins E and A to help hydrate, regenerate and condition the skin. And it also has hyaluronic acid, which is really good to retain your natural moisture. So the claims seem pretty good, and even in the ingredients list I didn't see any perfume listed, and it doesn't have like any added in fragrance, which is good. One of the reasons that I didn't like their face tape foundation, one, the shade pulled very ashy on me, and the second one, that it is very high in fragrance, whereas this one doesn't seem to have any fragrance. So I'm going to start applying this foundation using my beauty blender. So there is no oxidization with this foundation. This is the shade I've had on my hand for like 5 minutes now, whereas this is a brand new swatch. It is slightly changing its color as I blend it out, but I don't see like, a lot of oxidization happening. So I'm going to pump some on the back of my hand and start applying it. So based on first impressions, the foundation blended out beautifully. It feels ultra lightweight on the skin as of now, and it gave me this beautiful glow. So this finish is definitely dewy. And the coverage is medium. You can build it up a little bit more. I did layer it in this area. I felt like it added a little bit more coverage, but it's not like a super full coverage by any means. And I don't mind that. It's okay. Foundation is not a super full coverage as long as it evens out my skin tone really well. And I feel like this is doing that. It feels ultra lightweight on the skin though. Like I don't feel like I have anything on. So I pull you guys in closer so you can see me applying this foundation as a concealer. Since it is a 2-in-1 product, I'm curious to see how it works underneath the eyes. So I'm just taking my beauty blender, taking foundation on the back of my hand and just going in. Okay, the foundation is not a full coverage. So even if it's acting as a concealer, it's obviously not going to give me really good coverage, but it's not bad. I love how hydrating that feels underneath my eyes. Okay, so it looks good. My under eyes feel really hydrated right now. But as you can clearly see, it's not covering a whole lot. So if you have extreme dark circles, this foundation is not going to function that perfectly as a concealer for you. But so far, I like it. Not bad. So far I like it. I love the glow that it's adding to my skin, especially during spring and summers. I love a good glowy foundation. It feels very lightweight though. I absolutely love the feel and the finish of this foundation so far. So now I'm gonna go off camera, apply the rest of my makeup. So yeah, I'll see you all in some time. So guys, I've had this foundation on for 2 hours now. Currently it's 11:30 and I applied this around 9:30. When I finished with the rest of my makeup, by rest of the makeup, I mean just concealer and a little bit of contour. Contour blended out okay, not as easy as it usually blends out on top of my other foundations. Since this foundation is very tacky and dewy, I did have a little bit of difficulty blending out the contour. But I was able to blend it out. It's not looking patchy right now, but I did have to work a little bit harder, if that makes sense. But I do not like this foundation as a concealer. When I applied it, it looked okay. After 1 to 2 minutes, as soon as I turned off the recording button, I went to my vanity to do my makeup. It started to settle into all of my lines very badly. Not to a point where I couldn't recover it. When I just used my fingers and dabbed it in, it looked okay, but it was definitely settling. So that's why I went in with some other concealer and set it with some powder. Right now it looks okay, but as a concealer, I don't think the consistency of this foundation is right. But other than that, I really love how this foundation looks on my skin. It looks very natural. It is giving me this beautiful radiance, which I'm all for during spring and summer months, and it feels very lightweight as well. The coverage is definitely medium. You can build it up a little bit more, but it's not going to be super full coverage. I don't mind that. I went in with some concealer to do some spot concealing, and I'm all set. I set my makeup in place with the powder just on this side of my face because I want to see how this foundation works with the powder and if a powder, affects the longevity of this foundation at all. So far, I really like how this foundation looks on my skin. I'm going to wear it for the rest of my day and hope to God that it doesn't fall apart. When I get back, I'm going to do more close-ups. So I'll see you all in a few hours. So guys, I'm back and I've had this foundation on for about 8 hours now. Actually, it's almost 8 hours. It's already 5:30. I started the wear test around 9:30 or so. I was filming some other videos, so I changed the background. Now I'm too lazy to put it back on. Anyways, we don't care about the backdrop, we care about the foundation. And let me start off by saying that I really like it. To be honest, I did not have any hopes on this foundation because I haven't had really good experiences with Tarte foundations before in the past. But this one totally surprised me. This foundation feels ultra lightweight. It looks very natural for a medium coverage foundation. You can still see some of the glow on my face, but it's not as dewy as it was when I first applied it. It definitely dried down throughout the day. And longevity-wise, I feel like it is long-wearing. The foundation is still stuck to my skin, but you can definitely see that some of it has faded away. Probably because it's not completely transfer-proof, and throughout the day I kept touching my face, so it might have transferred off a little bit, but a first layer is still on there. You can slightly see a few of my acne spots I'm covering, but it's not too bad. Coming to the cons, you can definitely see some of my discoloration peeking through. But like I said, the foundation was not completely transfer proof, even though now it doesn't transfer anymore. When I first applied it, it was definitely transferring a little bit. So you can see some of my discoloration peeking through and also a few of my acne spots uncovering. But I don't mind that. The foundation looks very natural at this point. I absolutely don't mind that. And what else? So it is definitely clinging on to a few of my dry patches here. These are the dry patches that you get when you had an acne and your skin is recovering from it. So I have some dead skin right here, and the foundation is definitely clinging onto it. But let me tell you guys, no matter what kind of foundation I use, if you have dead skin sitting on top of your skin, the dead skin is definitely going to catch the foundation in a weird way, and it will look a little bit drying, even though it's the dead skin, not that the foundation is actually drying. So the same thing is happening with this as well. I hope when I zoom in, you will be able to see what I'm talking about. If you have normal to dry skin, and if you're looking for a good hydrating radiant foundation for the spring and summer months, I'd say definitely get a sample and try it out for yourself. It is a very good hydrating foundation. I really like it. But one more con I want to say is that they have only 30 shades in this particular line of foundation. In their face tape, they have 46 different shades, and that foundation sucked. Like when I first applied it, I really liked it, but as the day went on, it started to look grey and it started to look cakey and all. I just did not like that one. I have a full review dedicated to that foundation as well. I will link that down below if you guys are interested to check it out. But this foundation is like 1,000 times better than that one, and they have only 30 shades in this range. But even though they have only 30 shades, they do range from the lightest to the darkest. You do see a good variety of shades for all kinds of skin tones. So yeah, those are all the pros and cons that I wanted to mention. Is there anything else? Oh, by the way, on this side, you remember that I powdered my face, and on this side, I did not use any powder. But I feel like the longevity of the foundation is not that much affected by the powder. Both sides, it pretty much looks the same. Yeah, so that completes this review. I really hope you guys find it helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!